6, a helping hand with your land.
Neil from Essex today, out here doing your 3-Minute Thursday to have a short conversation on 3-point hitch mounting a backhoe on your compact tractor. So we frequently will get calls from customers wanting to 3-point hitch mount a backhoe onto their machine, and you can come up with all kinds of reasons to want to do that, right? You can find some older used backhoes out there in the market that would have been 3-point mount styles. Some guys want to share one with their neighbor, right? Backhoes are expensive, and so by splitting up the cost and putting it on a 3-point mount, you can move it from one machine to the next, or you'll even find out there online now some backhoes that you can order in from China that are going to come in with 3-point mounts. And the reason for all of these hoes on 3 points is because it's a universal place to put your attachments, right? You can put just about anything back there. But fundamentally, we're going to tell you that it's not a good idea, and I'm going to show you a couple reasons why. So where 3-point hitch backhoes can fail is right in the middle of your tractor. And what ends up happening is that on the front of your machine, you've got this heavy loader that can lift all kinds of weight. And then you go and you put this backhoe into the rear of the machine, you know, the backhoe itself weighing 1,200, 1,500 pounds and having all kinds of hydraulic capacity from this big heavy arm. And what can end up happening between these two loads on the outside of your tractor, you snap your tractor right in the middle, right? And so if we go back into some machines that were 10, 15 years old, this is actually really common. Backhoes are getting stronger and stronger, and we would see a customer or two a year probably doing some damage to the middle of their machines. And so the response to that from the manufacturers and the correction was to do one of two different things. Either from your loader and running some support beams from the loader back to your rear axles to support the middle of the tractor, or going the other way with a true backhoe subframe, that when you put that backhoe on, you're going to use some extra supports from the rear axle housings up to the base of the loader. One way or the other, adding some steel bracing across the underside of your tractor in order to support it. So this is a backhoe subframe. The upper half here is the portion that stays on the tractor, right? If you were putting this onto the machine, this will bolt onto the base of the loader and support the underside of the tractor right through here. This U-shaped portion right here with all these bolt holes in it is going to bolt onto the outside of the axle housing to put the weight of the hoe on the axles as opposed to bouncing around with a 3-point hitch. And the back portion right here is going to bolt to the backhoe. So this portion stays with the hoe. When you take the hoe off, it comes off the tractor. So you can see this piece right here has quite a lot of engineering in it, and that's part of why you see these 3-point hitch backhoes out there coming in from China, right? Because this takes a lot of engineering. It's specific to a model. You can't just take a hoe and slap it from one tractor to the next. And you'll find these things aren't cheap. A big subframe like this that's cut and manufactured to go right onto a tractor can cost $1,500. So it's an expensive mounting kit, but it's the right way to put a hoe on your tractor to ensure that you're not going to do damage to it. So that's a little bit about putting a backhoe onto a compact tractor. Now, with any conversation like this, there are always going to be some exceptions to the rule, right? We can get into some utility tractors, say in the 75 horsepower range, where their 3 points are strong enough and the middle of the machine is built to a standard that's going to accept a backhoe. So there are places there that you can do it, or if you're looking at a really old used hoe that's just not that capable and you're putting it onto a good strong tractor that you feel about, you know, it might be something that you're willing to take a risk on. But for the most part, if you've got a nice modern machine, there's a reason that backhoes are built this way. Putting it onto the subframe is going to support your tractor. It's going to protect your machine, keep you from snapping it in half. And I can tell you too, from taking these things on and off, it's a lot easier to take a subframe backhoe off of your tractor than it is to try to wiggle around 3-point hitch arms and support brackets and that kind of thing. So if you're shopping for a backhoe or any other attachments for your tractor, we can help. Give us a call, 800-222-3373, or online at Essex.com.